Hello there, my name's Ray. I'm with Team S.T.E.A.M. Today I'm here at Flash Industrial Painting. Oh, hold on there, don't get excited. You're not rewatching a video by accident. This is a completely different mixer, but we are going to paint it too. This one belongs to my daughter. I know it looks similar to the last one I did, but that one is a bigger commercial mixer that I got from my wife, and when I got that for her, my wife gave my daughter this one. And my daughter's birthday has just come and gone, and we've talked about giving her a custom paint job on it. And now today we're going to get started stripping it down and working on that process. Very first thing we're going to do is get everything off of it that we can take off of it. And then we're going to go ahead and get to cleaning it up. At this point I've got it all, I always say wax and greased. That's because that's what that is, wax and grease remover. I've got it all wax and greased thoroughly and masked up. Now I'm going to go ahead and scratch it top to bottom. I got that sticker removed. I'm gonna scratch it top to bottom and get it ready for the next step. All right, we're shooting this guy. And now I've gotten to the point where I'm going to go ahead and lay out a design. The design I'm going to put on this is going to be some sort of beehive and some bees around it. I'm not really sure exactly where I'm going to go with it, but that's where we're going to start. And so what I've done is I just took one of these that had no tape left on it and I've made it egg shaped to the desired specifications. Then I traced it on there. Then I went ahead and clipped both ends, put it, set it on here, spread it out with my fingers to the desired specifications, and then went ahead and made each line. Basically just use this as a stencil. Now I'm going to use something small like say this pin cap, set it on here on the ends, trace those out to give it that bumped kind of feature, and we'll see how it looks. Like that right there. Then I'll just repeat that pattern all the way down both sides, and we'll have a look at how it looks. Well, that doesn't look too bad. I think we'll go ahead and cut that out and use that as a template to trace onto here. All right, so it's all cut out. Now I'm going to go ahead and transpose it onto here on each side. Now I've laid this out in 1/16 of an inch fine line, and I've got a pretty bright light pointed right at it. That's the only way you can really see the outline very well. And I'm going to repeat this process until this hive is completed. All right, I have the basic branches laid out. I've got both hives done. Now I'm going to go ahead and tie up the loose ends, cut the little things off that need it, so I can go ahead and put some green on this guy. So here I finished up all my vinyl work yesterday that I intend to do in the brown, or most of it anyway. And then before the day was out, I went ahead and put some green on it because I want to use that opportunity to go ahead and put some leaves on it, which I'm going to do today. And then I'm going to finish up the few little brown details I intend to do, and then I'm going to put the final color on. Now I've got the line work done on the leaves, and I want them to be somewhat symmetrical, so no matter which way this is facing in the kitchen, you know, she'll be able to have about the same view. And now I'm going to do some line work and create some bees. So here what I've done is I've just found something that was round, traced it off and then ovaled it. Found something else that was round, traced it off in front of it. And then these are free-handed. They're meant to just represent the two separate wings on each side. I'm going to cut them out. I'm going to cut this out. Then I'm going to transpose them onto here in a way that looks, you know, kind of like a bee. And then we'll go from there. And here I've made another little tiny body and little tiny wing and transposed it onto here on both sides. Same spot on both sides. Now I'm going to go ahead and vinyl tape those up. All right, so I've got the vinyl work done. Now I'm going to go ahead and prime it in beige and then paint it in yellow. So we got that paint on yesterday. It's the next morning. I'm gonna go ahead and start unmasking this. When you unmask something like this, you have to take it really easy. You gotta be really slow. Get yourself a nice sharp little tool, a little poker, just like this one. And be very careful about where you start pulling stuff up and in what order you do. And then we'll go ahead and get it unmasked. Well, got it all unmasked, all put back together. Let's walk around and have a look. Okay, this is my daughter's KitchenAid mixer. It'll be the second one I've painted for her. The third or fourth one I've painted total. This is a birthday present for her. She pointed out some themes to me and she liked this one that was done in line work that had some bees in it. I went with that general theme, but the rest of the idea is all mine. Brown line work on the tree branch and on the bees. Got green line work on the leaves. The leaves get progressively smaller as we get lower because I wanted a perspective on it. I wanted it to seem like we're in the top of the tree or a neighboring tree looking down. So that's why these leaves are so much bigger, and that's why this bee is so much bigger. Got the little hive. It's the same on both sides. That way, no matter how it's sitting on the counter, I went ahead and took the cord out and then put it back when I was done. But that way, no matter how it's sitting on the counter, it's going to look the same. All done in paint, no stickers whatsoever. And ready to get back to its normal kitchen duties. So as you can see, we enjoy, mixing it up around here. Hey, if you like what you see here, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, because we always got something going on. We'll see you guys around. If you buy a more budget-minded computer chair, which we do, and then they go ahead and wear out, which they do, don't just throw the whole thing away. Save the coaster, save the device on the bottom that holds the chair up that has wheels on it. If it's still good, save it. I'll show you why. Here's my dining room setup, and it's been this way for years. These are all just old computer chair bottoms. And for a hard floor like this, if you don't want your floor scarred up, or if you have people that have aging body parts like knees and you don't want to spend all your time scooting chairs in and out, it makes it very handy. They work well, and they'll work for a long time. So here we have 3 of them that we just retired. You can see they're good and worn out. I mean, particularly that one. And what you do is you just flip them over, and then you just take out those 4 bolts. Then you select some lag style screws or bolts, and I chose to put mine that were long enough to where I could put spacer boards in there. You can see there's a board there and a board there, and the screw goes all the way through that board and into this seat, but slightly only over halfway through is all. And that's the way I chose to do it. Also, you can see instead of taking the time to remove the legs, which are oftentimes glued in and screwed in, I just cut them off. Doesn't hurt a thing. Just cut them off square. This was a cheap big box store set of chairs, and so it didn't bother me to go ahead and do that. Then I went ahead and with stain, this isn't paint, this is stain, just put a design on them, kind of mimicking the shadow that these would cast across them. And then these are in a darker color, of course. This rim is in a darker color. It's just a way to decorate, some more affordable furniture and make it look a little bit different. Plus it kind of matches the table. The reason I did the straight design on the table is so I could add and subtract as many leaves as I want and the design would stay the same. But this is all in stain.